Kouri Richins and Susan Kohler involved text messages. Do you have any of those text messages?
No.
Do you know what happened to those text messages?
I deleted them.
Why?
Because if I had lost my phone or anybody else got a hold of my phone or anybody in drug court wanted to see my phone, it was evidence that I was not following drug court rules. I was still involved with people that were using
It was evidence that you're dealing drugs,
and
right?
participating in selling drugs.
Let's talk about the second time that you purchased drugs for Kouri Richins, which is am I right, the first time you purchased them from Robert Crozier?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about that first purchase from Robert Crozier. How did Kouri Richins approach you on that purchase?
She had reached out to me in text message and said that her investor needed or wanted something stronger. And I kind of told her, well, I can reach out to the people I don't know. You just can't say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. When you're buying drugs off the street, you pretty much purchase what you get. And at the time, I didn't know anybody, so I reached out to another acquaintance that I knew that was still using, which would be Nicole.
Okay, you reached out. We're going to have to keep your voice up, please.
What's that?
Can you keep your voice up, please?
Yes.
Okay. So you reached out to an acquaintance of yours, Nicole, that you knew was still using, right?
Yes, at the time.
And is that Nicole Cummings?
Yes.
How did you reach out initially? How did you reach out to Nicole Cummings?
On Facebook Messenger.
Scott, can I get 3-3, please?
Scott, can we go through our normal dance? Would you disconnect?
Yes,
Plug
Your Honor.
back in.
I don't know why that happens, but it seems that unplugging and plugging back in fixes it.
Fixes everything.
There we go. For the witness, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just the witness.
There you are.
I know, I was like, well, I can't see it.
Do
Okay,
you
now
see
I
it
can.
there?
Yes, now I can.
Okay, and you just, when you turn your head, the mic has no follow. There you go. Thank you.
Ms. Lauber, do you recognize that document as a Facebook exchange that you had with Ms. Cummings?
Yes, it's off my Facebook Messenger.
And is that an accurate depiction of the exchange you had with Ms. Cummings?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state moves 3-3 in the evidence.
No objection.
States 3-3 is admitted. Would you like to publish, Mr. Bledder?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Lauber, do you see there, blown up out of 3-3 where it says, text me, I got a question and won't do it on this?
Yes.
Did you send that message by Facebook to Ms. Cummings?
Yes.
And it says on February the 5th, 2022. Is that when you sent it?
Yes.
Why did you send that message?
I was going to ask her if she knew anybody that had any pills.
And you didn't want to ask her over Facebook.
No.
Why not?
Because once again, that's showing what I'm trying to buy. Illegal activities of buying drugs.
We couldn't hear that, I'm sorry. Illegal activity of buying drugs.
Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity of buying drugs. Illegal activity
Thanks, Scott. Did you ultimately speak to Miss Cummings over the phone?
Yes, I did.
And what did you ask her?
If she knew anybody who had any opiate pills for sale.
And how did she respond?
She said yes, she had a friend that could help me.
And did she identify the friend?
Yeah, she gave me his name. She said Robbie.
And is that the Robert Crozier you've mentioned before?
Yes, it is.
Did she put you in contact with Robert Crozier?
Yeah, she gave me his number.
Did you call Robert Crozier?
Yes, I did.
What, if anything, did you ask Robert Crozier for?
If he knew anybody who had any pills, pain pills for sale.
And how did he respond?
He said he would reach out to a couple of people.
Did he ever get back to you after that?
Yes, he did.
When he got back to you, what did he say?
He said he had a buddy that had some fentanyl pills.
What then did you do?
I had texted Kouri back and told her that I had a friend that could get them, but they were fentanyl pills.
So you told Kouri you had a friend, a hookup for fentanyl pills.
Yes.
How did Kouri Richins respond?
She said, okay, go ahead and get them.
So, did you go ahead and get them?
Yes.
What was the next step in getting them?
The next step was reaching out to Robbie and tell them to go ahead and get them.
Did you arrange a time and location to purchase the pills from Robbie?
Robbie did, actually,
Okay.
because he was coming up from up north. So he had me go to a Maverick off 126 in Draper. It was closer to his person.
Let me maybe do this one more time. The text messages between you and Robbie, do you have them?
No.
Are they deleted?
Yes.
Did you delete them?
Yes.
Because they were evidence of drug distribution?
Yes.
Objection leading.
I think you're going to testify about a lot of text messages. Did you delete them all
Yes.
for the same reason?
Exactly.
Okay, so you set up to purchase fentanyl from Robert Crozier at the Maverick in Draper.
Yes.
Did you front the money for these?
No. That was more, way higher.
How much money was involved in this transaction?
$1,000?
How did the money come about? Who?
So I reached out to Kouri and told her yes, that it was going to be kind of pricey. And then so I asked her how she wanted me to grab them. I had to go to the house in Midway, not the mansion, it was a Midway house that she was flipping. And that the money would be in there.
Okay. So let me make sure I understand. Kouri Richins said she would leave you $1,000 at a small house in Midway.
Yes.
Scott, can I get 8-12, please? Ms. Lauber, do you recognize this photograph?
Yes, I do.
Is that the small house in Midway that you're thinking of?
Yes.
Is that an accurate depiction of the small house?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state moves to admit 8-12.
No objection.
812 is admitted.
Miss Lauber, did you enter that house and get the $1,000?
Yes, I did.
How did you enter the house?
Kouri told me the back door was unlocked.
Was it?
Yes.
Did you enter through the back door?
Yes, I did.
Where inside the house was the money?
In a closet in a box with a couple of coffee cups.
Thanks, Scott. So once you got the money, what did you do next?
I had called Robbie and told him, okay, I had the money, how long it would take him to get down from where he was coming from.
Did you then drive to the Maverick and Draper?
I didn't drive at the time. I didn't have a car.
Who drove? Did somebody drive you to the Maverick?
Yes, Nancy.
Okay. Is Nancy Peters?
Yes.
Where did she drive? Where did she pick you up?
At my house in Heber, off of Center Street.
And then she drove you from your house in Heber to the Maverick and Draper?
Yes, down Provo Canyon.
Down Provo Canyon. Scott, can I get 3-7, please? Ms. Lauber, do you recognize that document?
Yes, I do.
Is that an extraction of your some photographs on your from your cell phone?
Yes, it is.
Is that an accurate depiction of the photographs extracted from your cell phone?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state moves 3-7 into evidence.
Your Honor, we'd object. I don't think that Ms. Lauber can identify the Celebrite. The Celebrite hasn't even been introduced into evidence. I suppose she could introduce the photos if they want to pull up the photos separately, but she can't identify the Celebrite, which is not
She
in
can
evidence.
identify them as photos from her cell phone, correct?
I think she can, yes, as photos from her cell phone if they want to show the photos without it being on the Celebrite extraction.
Okay. For the moment, Scott, can you,
Your Honor, we're going photo by photo as D1, D2, D3.
let's do that. We'll come back to this. I'm sorry, counsel, my apologies. Will you approach briefly?
Ms. Lauber, those 4 photographs, do you recall where you were or where you were traveling to and